You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Ah! Amoja! To arms! To arms! Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Fane, here on Final Fantasy XIV. This is going to be my climb from level 1 all the way to level 90. I'll be focusing primarily on tanking, and because I like the tank class the most, so I'll be starting as a gladiator and working my way up from there. I went ahead and made this character for the purposes, because that's obviously a boring part of the game and I don't want to waste anybody's time. I am only, on this playlist, going to be playing the main story and the main dungeons. All of the side dungeons and side quests I'm going to be doing off-camera. So this is going to be mostly a story playthrough, all the way from level 1 all the way up to level 90. I may pick up some other classes besides just the tank classes, but for now I'll be focusing on those classes. Alright, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hey. Hey, you. You alright, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the Aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. Uh-oh. Ambush. You there! Halt! What's all this about? Inspection! Men, search the carriage. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Sir, look! Somnus! Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days. Unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Ah! Amoja! To arms! To arms! Some ugly oxmen. 7 hails. Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. I'm sorry, not oxmen, but lizard people. Some ugly ones, too. The Argonians from Skyrim look way better. Phew! That kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful round them brass blades, lad. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Brent's the name, and peddlin's my trade. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business. These days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Power? As in, power to do good, like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you'd best enroll at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild, neither. Uldah's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a sword, your fists, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember, though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Uldah? No, I've been here before. But of course it ain't. Still, might be as this journeyed itinerant has a few new things to teach you about your destination. Ahem. Uldah is ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of Her Grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, thrown the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizard Men, that's the Amol Jah, couldn't care less about Uldan politics. They have their own interests, see? And they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers, need breed and profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last, behold Uldah, jewel of Thanalin, where folk turn sand into gold.
With the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. And off he goes.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
So, I've played a lot of different MMOs in my time, and I have to say that Final Fantasy XIV is, like, the most cinematic out of all of them. I don't think any other game actually compares to how cinematic this game is. I think that there's a lot of different cutscenes. Just let me know if you want to leave those in, or if you want them cut out of the video. Especially like cutscenes like this, where it's just like a view. I'm not sure how interesting this is to watch. If you haven't actually played the games though, and can't play them and you're just here for the story, then this might actually be really interesting though. Oi, Venture! Over here! I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Eh? How can I tell? Ha! Name's Wyman, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge even, just this once, like. "'Tis plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do something else, you'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momody. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild, and can set you on the right path." "Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventure and adventure." Alright, let's go talk to Momody. The city's a really... I like the vibes of this city. Like a desert city. Kind of reminds me of, like... What's the home planet in Star Wars? Where Luke grew up, that desert planet? I cannot remember the name of it. One, two, three. Why, hello there! Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momody, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Amal Jah, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. The people drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think nobody would remember something like that, but the fact is they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Fane Jazal. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Mr. Jazal, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. Ugh, I swear to you. I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You two, attend to this scum. No, please! Mercy! Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Fane. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. Alright, and that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you see. Hit that notification to keep up with the series as I work my way towards level 90. Take care, everybody.